Welcome to Lecture 11 of Networks, Friends, Money, and Bytes. Today's question is very practical to our daily lives. We'd like to understand, why do mobile carriers charge you and me $10 a gigabyte? Now, to those who live in the United States of America, we know that the cellular market's mobile data plan before 2010 was flat rate. Somebody also call that buffet or unlimited, because you pay a fixed amount, for example, $29.99 a month, and you can use as much as you want. And then something happened. Something happened in 2010, and it propagated to this year, 2012, shifting the mobile data plan in the United States to usage-based. Somebody called it tiered or metered. And this is very similar to many utilities such as water or electricity that we use every day. They're also, most of them, usage-based, tiered and metered. For example, in April 2010, AT&T announced that they will start a usage-based plan pricing for 3G data users. Okay. And then in March 2011, followed by June 2011, Verizon Wireless announced that they will also shift all the iOS devices like iPhone and iPad data plan into usage-based, and then in June to all 3G data. Okay. And then in July 2011, AT&T even started usage-based pricing on its wireline broadband. And similar measures are also used by some of the cable companies in providing wireline broadband in the US. And then in March 2012, AT&T announced that the unlimited data plan users actually will see their speed throttled significantly once it passed 5 gigabyte a month. That effectively ended a truly unlimited data, because the volume might be unlimited, but the speed will be going down to the point that many people cannot find it useful. And then in June 2012, Verizon Wireless, and a month later AT&T announced what's called the shared data plan, which is actually no more unlimited. So a better term to say shared perhaps is to say no more unlimited. As to 4G LTE networks, for example, iPad. Okay, the new iPad in March 2012, or as anticipated, the new iPhone or iPhone 5 towards end of 2012. And we're still in August 2012 right now, so we don't know, but it's rumored that it will also have LTE features. And when new iPad was announced, there's no more unlimited. It's all usage-based data plans. And it's also anticipated that will happen with iPhone 5 release with AT&T and Verizon Wireless. So that means if you want to get new devices and higher speed, you also have to give up unlimited. If you look across the past 2 years, and this is August 2012, we don't know what will happen in the coming months and years, but the trend is very clear, at least in the United States, that we can say goodbye to unlimited data plan. It's going into the history now, and we have to face the world of usage-based. And how much is 1 gigabyte? A typical number is $10 a gigabyte. Thus the title of this lecture, why do they charge me $10 a gigabyte? So question number one is, why do they charge me based on usage at all? And second is, why $10 a gigabyte? Why not $1? Why not $1,000? So we're going to look at both questions from a network economic point of view. And while we focus on the US, clearly a lot of these have been adopted outside of US actually years before, and in certain countries being seriously considered. Again, this is a typical US Verizon wireless data plan for their 3G users. A typical chart today basically has a flat component where the y-axis is the cost per month in dollar and the y-axis is the monthly total usage per gigabyte, which does not depend on when you use it, for what are you using it, where do you use it, whether you use it in the middle of the night in a place where there's no competitive use or opportunity cost, or whether you use it in the peak hour in the middle of Manhattan. Doesn't matter. You'll be charged based on the monthly total usage. If you think that sounds a little unreasonable, we'll come to what we call smart data pricing, SDP, better ways to do pricing in the next lecture. But today we look at a simple one where the charge is based on the total usage. Okay? So there's a flat component, and then there will be a straight line. You can see different kinds of curves. Now I see three curves here, 1, 2, 3, depending on the baseline that you buy and then the slope that will incur. But they all follow the similar shape qualitatively. Okay, you pay up to say $50 for 5 gigabyte, and then beyond that the slope is $10 gigabyte. Now the question is, would I consume so many gigabytes that my monthly bill is like $150 per device across the family, across many devices? I may have to pay like $400. And 400, say, US dollars is still quite a lot for many US consumers.